That'd be right. As soon as I start to film, the builder's just hammering away. Are we good? Okay, cool. Well, howdy, how's it going? My name's Winona and welcome to another episode of Utter Chaos. I am officially living my best life. I'm back in the jumper. It's cold and miserable and rainy and I love it. I hate summer, honestly. It's just... it's too hot. I simply cannot do it. I'm not made for Australia. Consider me Irish, alright? I love cold weather and potatoes. Anyway, 2023 has been actually okay. Like, you know, there's things going on behind the scenes. But aside from all that, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. How are you? You're all good? Cool. If you're not, I'm sorry. But like, in general, I'm doing okay. I'm trying to... I know, right? New year, new me. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but like, I'm attempting to get fit. I'm actually taking care of myself. What a concept, I know. Who'd have thought? Look, I'll be honest, mental health and instability seems to be trying to hinder me at some points, but I am soldiering on, nevertheless.
Soldier on, powerful people.
And so should you be, so keep your chin up, it's gonna get better. Keep going, buddy. I don't know, I'm trying to be motivational. I don't know. I just feel good. I'm not even gonna let those builders get me down, you know what I mean? It's a good day. It is a good day today. And so, we must bring out the big box of ideas and see if it continues to be that way. Yeah, look, see, something had to hinder it, didn't it? Ooh, if that came out any faster, that would have just shot right out over to the other wall, I swear. There's some power behind that. Okay. Oh, I didn't shake it. This is going well. All is right with the world now. You can rest. That is smooth, yeah. Let us take a dip in, shall we? What are you? Who are you? Why did you just... What? Did you help yourself out there? Aww. Okay. Yeah. You know. We're turning Bob Ross into a Pokemon trainer. I'm tossing up whether to do it digitally. God, I hate that. I hate saying that word. I feel like I don't say it right every single time. Digitally. Digitally? Digitally. Digitally. Digital. I don't know. Anyway, on the computer is what I mean. Digital. Or if I should do it good old traditional way. You know what? Because there is absolutely nothing consistent about this channel whatsoever. Not me, not my upload schedule. I'm trying though, okay? I know I was a day late last time, but I didn't specify a day. So there. I will attempt to make it Tuesday. Continuing on. The way I film. Do I do a voiceover? Do I just film the whole thing in front of my face? Who knows? I'm gonna do something completely different. What I'm gonna do is, because this is Bob Ross, because this is Pokemon, I need to take my time. I have to get it right. So bear with me. I'm gonna do it digitally. Ignore that. I'm gonna do it the digital way. I'm gonna take my sweet ass time doing it. But I'm not going to film while I do it. No. I shall film afterwards and narrate what I see. Also, that'll let me have a little bit of a chat, get to know you guys. Settle down, grab a cuppa. Come on an artistic journey with me. I almost said autistic, but... I mean, if the shoe fits. Feel free to lace that bitch up and wear it, you know what I mean? Anyway, basically what that means is I get to use my tablet. Now, I'm not talking about the portable one that I took to Michelle's for that mishmash video. No. I mean a big-ass tablet that's pretty much almost the size of a TV. That was like an early birthday present from last year, and I haven't really been able to use it that much because I do not have the space to just leave it set up. What better way to use it than to create Bob Ross as a Pokemon trainer? I can't think of one. Anyway, let's get cracking. I now have my cuppa, so let us begin. I do want to say that my technique, if you can call it that, is not exactly what professional artists would call the proper way of beginning a drawing. There's no line of action. I didn't do any gesture drawing or like construction lines. None of that went on. I just went in. My art teachers would be so mad at me. Where did all that training go? Not here. Not here. Yeah, look, I decided to wing it, and it did come back to bite me in the ass a little bit, because boy, did I have to do some manipulating to get it to look a little bit decent. If I'm completely honest though, I've never really drawn a whole bunch of people. I only kind of drew animals or like made up creatures and stuff. So I haven't had a lot of experience. I only really learned how to draw people and like faces and things in uni. Because yeah, one of our units had a life drawing class, which I really enjoyed actually. And I learned a hell of a lot. But did I slip back into bad habits? Yes, I did. Whoops. What are you gonna do? I need to work on that. Also, like, this anime style is also something that I'm not familiar with drawing myself. Like, I see it everywhere, obviously, but I don't personally do it. It's not really my style. Not that I really have a style. When I do draw, I tend to lean kind of more in the way of realistic. Not realism, but just more refined. I think it's the OCD in me. It's the perfectionist. I appreciate artists who have established a style, and I just haven't. Which sometimes it works in my favor, other times not so much. I wish I had more of a like cartoony kind of style, because a lot of them are really cool. So yeah, when I get to the hands, boy did I struggle with those. One looks okay, the other one not so much. I spent so long on that, just like tweaking bits here and there, trying to change the position, trying to get it to work, and it just wouldn't. Eventually I got it to a point where I was like, I'm calling it, that's it, don't touch it, that's as good as it's gonna get. It's okay, just don't look too close. Just ignore that it's there. Just pretend you do not see it. He only has one hand now. The one that's holding the Pokeball does not exist in my mind. Who? Where? Where is he? Nowhere. But like, who doesn't struggle with hands? They're difficult. But when you can get it, boy is it satisfying. And it's kind of a flex. It's like, oh, yeah, I can draw hands. Like, yes, honey, brag about that shit because you deserve to. If you can draw hands, no problem, you are a god. But anyway, getting back to my point, the hands seem to be more refined than the face. I was trying to stick to that style, but like, I also find that, especially depending on the generation of Pokemon, that there's a few different styles. One, more refined, kind of more rough features, more adult, I guess. And then there's the other style where they kind of look a lot younger, more baby-faced, softer features, everything's kind of smoothed out. So I think I ended up just meshing the two together. And at the end of the day, I wasn't trying to copy any style in particular. I just wanted to make it believable enough that he would fit. And I think I did that. I did start with a rough sketch, so when it came to the line work, I didn't have to rework a whole bunch of things. I could just kind of figure out what worked and what didn't in the initial sketch and then fix it in the line work. And then when it came to colour, because I did it digitally, there's that word again, I could fill in whole chunks of colour really quick, which saved a lot of time. So that was a bonus. Something I did notice was the proportions for the trainers. They've got really long legs and really long torsos. Everything's just really long. Not that I know anything about that. For those of you who don't know, I am vertically challenged. I also decided to change the pose a little bit from the initial sketch, because I had both of his arms kind of up. So one was like this and another was on his hip. So he was giving I'm a little teapot vibes. So I thought, no. So I put the arm down and I think it looks a lot better like that. Also, this prompt came at like the perfect time because I've been so addicted to Pokemon Scarlet of late. And so when this came flying out, I was like, oh my god, yes! I'm in the Pokemon vibes and everything. This is perfect. The stars have aligned. I just knew I was going to enjoy it, and I have. It's been a little bit challenging at times, but when you see the finished project all together, I really like it. I'm really loving the fact that all these new Pokemon games are coming out because I'm just being transported back to my childhood. That little nerd playing Pokemon all the time. I had the cards and everything. Oh, I wish I had kept them. I'm so mad. I should have known it was going to make a comeback. Actually, you know what? That brings up another point. What are some, like, kind of underdog type Pokemon that you enjoy? You know when you ask people, oh, what's your favorite Pokemon? And they're like, Pikachu. And I'm like, yeah. Of course it's Pikachu, because why wouldn't it be? It's either Pikachu or Charmander or Squirtle, like any of the starter ones, kind of, except for Bulbasaur. Poor Bulbasaur. He's cute, okay? Stop picking on him. He's doing his best. That just made me think of that meme. All of these Pokemon are just fighting, and people are like, what is Bulbasaur doing? He's the best. It gets me every time. Obviously, Eevee is an acceptable answer, okay, because Eevee is amazing. I will fight anyone who says that they don't like Eevee. What are some Pokemon that you like that wouldn't typically be someone's answer? You know who I think is really cute? I'm not saying in any way, shape or form that they're a good battle Pokemon, but I just genuinely think that it's cute. Oddish. Oddish is cute. I like him. I just used to like all the cute ones. I'm a dork, 100%, but I'm still gonna like cute things, okay? Anyway, that's enough of a tangent. Back on track. I would just like to know some of like the obscure Pokemon that seem to be people's favorites. Like, is there anyone out there whose favorite is genuinely Muck. Like someone out there's like, Muck. Muck is my guy. Like there's so many Pokemon there that you're just like, why do they exist? Like, is there actually anyone who genuinely likes Magikarp? Like, not as a joke. Genuinely likes Magikarp. Because if so, I'm concerned. You doing okay? You want to talk about it? You good? Okay. It's so useless. Oh my god. Every single time I see one, I'm just like, you. Like back in the day when I was playing Pokemon Go and I'd walk along the water and I'm like, oh my god, there's a Pokemon. And I turn around and it's a friggin' Magikarp. And I'm like, no. Simply not. You are not coming home with me. It does nothing. How does it turn into Gyarados? I just don't understand. Is it like an ugly duckling kind of thing? I don't... Anyway, let me know if you're seriously like, yeah, Magikarp's my boy. Okay, I don't want to judge you for your opinions, but in this case, I am judging. I'm judging hard. I also wanted to add some Pokemon around him, just like to put him in a scene and make it look more authentic. So I was just kind of thinking while I was drawing which Pokemon would be most likely to represent him or that he would have around him. And I thought of the perfect thing, because if anybody knows Bob Ross, he loves these happy little trees. I was going to put in Bonsley, but he's too small. He's just like a little baby, little bonsai. And we need a big boy. So obviously I went with the evolution of Bonsley, which is Sudowoodo, or Sudowoodo. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know who I mean. And also he used to have like a little squirrel friend that he'd bring in sometimes. So I thought, Squovid? He's squirrely enough. I mean, sure, why not? Ooh, also... I've been out there, but I do want to do this with David Attenborough because, bear with me, I have a theory, okay? And I know you'll be wondering what the hell is actually in this mug. I can assure you it is tea, okay? To be more specific, it is French Earl Grey from T2. It's great. I love it. Anyway, this is just how my mind works, alright? There's more of that where this came from. Sir David Attenborough, legend, pure soul, who I love so very, very much, travels to different regions, okay? I'm seeing where I'm going with this. Bear with. He's basically... collected in the form of documentary. Consider that his Pokédex, mayhaps. Every animal on the planet, almost. David Attenborough is a Poké trainer. I said it. I said it. Just consider it. He's living the perfect balance between Pokemon and reality. He's a trainer. I mean, maybe he could be a researcher, but the researchers aren't the one that's going out on adventures and collecting the info. That's the trainers. The trainers are doing that and giving the information to the researchers, which he's doing. Kind of. So he's a trainer. Prove me wrong. Anyway, I want to turn him into a Poké trainer because I think he is. He's a real life trainer. And he doesn't even know it. I mean, yeah, he's not out there battling all of the animals. But not everyone's interested in battles. Some people just want to finish the Pokédex. And that's what he's doing. I've thought about this a lot, clearly. Anyway, that's where my mind goes, so you're welcome. If your pinky's not out, it's just not the same, okay? Don't judge. I'm just a little bit fancy. I'm really not. Sometimes I hear myself and I'm like, dude, you are such a bogan. Anyway, I am coming to the end of my tea and also to the end of this video. So, I really enjoyed this and I think it turned out really well, especially when it was put in the scene and like the Pokemon were around it. He looks like he kind of fits. Yeah, it's not perfect and I could do with some tweaking, but it's good enough and I'm happy to leave it as is. So yeah, let me know how you think I went. Let me know if you want me to do Sir David Attenborough as the Poké trainer that he definitely 100% is in the future sometime. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you'd like to subscribe, do so, but don't feel pressured. Thank you so much for joining me and I hope to see you next week. So with that, I'll see you later, Tater.